Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News and your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, June 10th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with NXT Battleground, streamed live yesterday on Peacock and the WWE Network from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. In the main event, Trick Williams overcame the challenge of former AEW wrestler Ethan Page to retain the NXT Championship in 12 minutes and 12 seconds.
Ethan Page is becoming unraveled, is becoming unglued.
He's close to getting disqualified. Whoa, it's so close.
Wait a minute, boy.
Whoa!
Trick shot, cover, count. Williams able to overcome and retain.
Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace became the first TNA wrestler to challenge for a WWE title inside of a WWE ring, falling in defeat to NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez in 13 minutes and 56 seconds. The finish came after Grace was distracted by Tatum Paxley and TNA's Ash by Elegance, who tried to steal Grace's title belt from ringside. Kelani Jordan became the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion, winning a 6-woman ladder match against Lash legend Sol Ruca, Fallon Henley, Jada Parker, and Michin in 12 minutes and 23 seconds.
Get there. Kelani. She's up top. She did it. She just made history. Jordan has made history.
Here is your winner and the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion, Kelani Jordan.
Unbelievable. Kelani Jordan from the Big Ten to NXT to Las Vegas to the first NXT North American Women's Champion.
In other title matches, Obafemi retained the Men's North American Championship in a triple threat against Wes Lee and Joe Coffey, and NXT Tag Team Champions Axiom and Nathan Frazier successfully defended against the Good Brothers. Also on the card, Lola Vice defeated Shayna Baszler by referee stoppage in an NXT Underground match. In All Elite Wrestling news, AEW Chief Operating Officer Kosha Irby publicly criticized last week's Collision venue, the Mid-American Center in Council Bluffs, Iowa, during the show. In a post on Twitter during the second hour of Collision, Irby wrote, quote, "Council Bluffs is home to fantastic fans, a charming city, and a subpar venue partner," end quote. When asked by other Twitter users, Irby confirmed that the statement was not a mistake. It is not known what prompted the remark. And finally, turning to Japan, New Japan Pro Wrestling presented Dominion yesterday in Osaka, featuring the finals of the 2024 Best of the Super Juniors tournament. El Desperado defeated Taiji Ishimori in 23 minutes and 36 seconds to emerge as the Best of the Super Juniors winner. This is Desperado's first Super Juniors win. He previously lost in the finals in 2020 and 2022. Also on the show, Jon Moxley successfully defended the IWGP World Championship against Evil in a lumberjack match. 3 title changes occurred on the card. Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste emerged as the new IWGP and New Japan Strong Openweight champions, winning a 4-way elimination tornado match against Chase Owens and Kenta, El Phantasmo and Hikuleo, and Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Yota Tsuji won the Never Openweight 6-man tag team title from Hiroshi Tanahashi, Oleg Boltin, and Toru Yano, and Great Khan defeated Yuya Uemura to win the King of Pro Wrestling Championship. In other selected results, Shingo Takagi retained the Never Openweight title in a double knockout decision with Hanare, and Jeff Cobb successfully defended the New Japan World TV title against Tomohiro Ishii. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.